Fashion Stitch. My name is Emmy and this is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch. So this is my first regular Flosstube of the year. Yay, Happy New Year, welcome into 2024. I did make 2 bonus videos. I did a 2023 finish parade, and then I also did a 2023 whip parade / 2024 goals, which I explain what my plans are for the year and how I'm working my whips into that. So those are both up on YouTube. If you haven't watched them, go take a look if you feel so inclined. But it has been since before Christmas since I have been with you guys. So I hope your new year is off to a good start. Mine has been really, really great. I'm just so happy with how things are going. I've been busy, back to work, which is always a bummer because it means it cuts into my stitching time, and that of course is never any good, right? But it's going really smoothly, and so I'm just so happy about that. I'm gonna start with finishes. Now, if you watched my finish parade, then you may have already seen these, but if you only watch the regular videos, then this will be a quick update. You might remember that I was leaving to go out of town to see my daughter in Florida for the holidays, and I was taking 4 projects to get some work done on, and I was not very hopeful that I would get them all done, and I did. And I'm still shocked that I was able to get that much stitching done while on vacation, because while I can get a fair amount done, it's usually not a ton, and I feel like this was a ton. So let me show you my finishes in no particular order, because this is definitely not the order that I finished them, but Pretty Little Amsterdam is finally finished. Oh, I'm so happy. Looking at this just makes me so happy. All of the Pretty Little cities make me so happy. And so this one seemed to take forever. Now this was my travel project for a long time, like my car project. So I would take it like when I had to sit in a waiting room, or I take it to work, and if I had a lunch break, then I would stitch on it there, or at my son's soccer games during halftime and stuff. And so it just seemed to take forever, but during, I think, Christmas Eve, I was able to pick this up and just started flying through it. I don't know what happened, but it is done. I've said it before, I will say it again, Jody Rice is a master with the colors. Like, when you pull out the ring, you think those are not gonna go together, and yet they do just stupendously. So that finish from my trip. And then another Satsuma Street, because again, I just love her use of color. It is just bright and happy, and it makes my heart happy to stitch it, which is what you want, right? So this is, oh, what is it called? I think Deck the Halls Bell Pull. It's very long. I know, I feel like I should hold it this way. Can you turn and look? So this is just a super cute stitch. It really didn't take me too long. I think I was right about here. I had started the bird when I left on vacation, so I was able to finish the bird and that bell, and it looks amazing. Oh my goodness. It is on a white opalescent fabric, just with DMC. I did change their, it called for white floss, and I did use the white floss where it would be enclosed and you could see it. But where you wouldn't be able to see it, like these snowflakes, I just changed to a blue that I just thought went. And so that is finished. Oh, it's really cute. I love it. I love it, love it. Okay, finished number 3 is from Tiny Modernist, Marian Bright. This was her Jingle Ball exclusive. And I love oranges. You never see orange for Christmas, I feel like. I mean, you see a lot of like the vintage retro colors, like the pink and the teal, right? And kind of a little bit brighter green, but not orange. And I just thought this was so fun. So there's the oranges and those greens, and then a little bit of the teal. Oh, there's a thread on it. Okay. Anyways, it just turned out really cute. And I did it on this yellow fabric. This is 40 count. I think it's Moonglow from Picture This Plus. And that's pretty true right there. So it's adorable. And the last one that I finished from Twin Peak Primitives, Fancy Christmas Tree. Oh, and it's really pretty. It has beads. Let me see, can I show you the beads? See those beads? See that dimension there? And it has Petite Treasure Braid. I think it called for the DMC Metallics, and I do not like the DMC Metallics. I will always pick Kreinik or Petite Treasure Braid. So, and I have a decent stash of both. So I got Petite Treasure Braid and used that, and then DMC for the rest. And it's beautiful. This is on 40 count chalkboard linen from Live and Dye LA. So those were the last finishes that I was able to squeak in before the end of the year. And I'm so happy with that progress. Now, the finish parade isn't over because I have more finishes from this year. Let me show you. Actually, my very first finish, I can't show you because it is for a smalls exchange. It's really cute, sweet little finish. So I will film about that one when I get it FFO'd and then add it in after I have exchanged it. But it turned out really cute. So this is actually my second finish, but it was actually my first start of the new year, my blessing sampler. So I did Klara Hansen from Hello from Liz Mathews. And it is just super sweet. This is on 38 count Himalayan Fog linen. And the floss I used is called, I believe, Heirloom from Victorian motto. And this was super fun, super fast. And I really love it. I love that, this kind of dusty purple floss on this kind of grayish colored fabric. I just think it's really pretty. So that is Clara Hansen, Hello from Liz Mathews. This stitched up really fast. If you want to do a little sampler, this is fast. So I should have a blessed 2024. That's how it's supposed to go, right? Hopefully. So I finished that the first weekend of 2024 because then I started into my 2-week periods for my whips. If you didn't watch my whip parade / goals for the year, I have broken out the year into 26 2-week blocks, and I have assigned a whip to each of those blocks. And I'm just going to work on that whip for 2 weeks. So I started that with this one and was able to finish it. So this is my last finish. Let me share with you. It is Winter Comes from Heartstring Samplery. Oh, I need my board for that one. Okay. Let me get this one. All right, here we go. Okay, so I believe I started this just about a year ago. So I'm really happy I was able to get it finished. It is stunning. I think it's beautiful. The black was a little bit of a pain to work on. It's 32 count linen, just plain black linen. I used all the called for overdyes. I did the poetic version. There's a version that just is the house only. But I love the sentiment. I have to read, I can't read backwards. With frost and snap and gust and snow, with branch and howl and drip and blow, with wool and boot and mitt and mug, with curl and book and hearth and snug. So, anyways, this is a decent sized stitch. It took me longer than I thought. Now, of course, you've got all this white. Oh boy, all that white. So that, of course, took a long time. But this border, okay, this border is gorgeous. I love the border, but it is definitely pretty intensive. I just think it's so pretty. The snowflakes and the branches and the pine cones and the holly leaves and berries. It's really beautiful. Oh, I do really, really love how this one turned out. So, there you go. Winter comes, Heartstring Samplery. All right, so those are my finishes. I'm really happy with the progress I got on, that I was able to finish those. I guess it's not progress, it's finish. So now I have to kind of warn you that this year is probably going to be really boring because working on all of my whips, I will probably not have very many finishes, which is a bummer. But I'm super excited to get a lot of concentrated time and work done on my whips. I just like really big projects. And so I needed to really give them some attention. I'm trying to work them down. I have, how many do I have? I think I have 38-ish or so, give or take. And I really want to get those down to 20. I do not think that I will get 18 whips done this year. I think I could get a few. I'll bet I can get 5 or 6 more done. Definitely not 18, but you know what? It's all about the process, and I love the process. And so, all right, so my first whip, which actually will be a finish. I'm super excited for this. and I know exactly when it will be a finish, so I will share that with you, is letter E from Gigi R. Okay, you know I've been doing a letter a day on this one, and guess what? This morning I stitched my last E. Woo woo! So that means I only have the little motifs left, and I will point those out in just a second here. And let me show you all of these beautiful E's. Okay, I know it's wrinkled. I just barely pulled it off of the Q-snap so I could show you because I finished and then ran down to film. So this is on 40 Count Flannel Flower by Fox and Rabbit with a Silks for You silk. I don't remember what it is right off the top of my head, so I will put that down in the notes, or you can find it on my Instagram. I posted it there, or in past videos as well. I'm also using white for some of those accents you can see. So I have 8 motifs to do, and then this will be a finish. So a little over a week and I will be done. Let me show you what those motifs are here. Okay, so there's this heart, this little swag, there's another little swag, this cherub, this beehive, this boat, this train, and this basket of flowers. I think that's all of them. So a little over a week. I will have another finish, but then it's probably gonna be a while. So I don't know, we'll see. I will show you. So anyways, so there's that. I have loved working on this daily. It has just made my heart so happy, and I am going to move something into this slot when I am done. So I will let you know what that is in just a minute. Now Julie in Stitches on Instagram started a little challenge by herself called a Motif a Week, and I decided to jump in because she was doing it on a project that I already had started, and I'm like, well, I'll do it with my project too. That project is Rosewood, Manor, and a Forest Brew. So I decided to join with her in stitching a motif a week, but I haven't been able to stop with just a motif a week. So let me show you what I have finished. Get my board out here. Okay, so here we go. So here is my And a Forest Grew. Now when I started, this was the first motif that I stitched, and I loved it so much that I decided to stitch the fox. Is he not just so cute? Oh, he's adorable. Then the next week I started with this little tree, but actually I had this lemon tree done, and then all of this was blank, right? Was empty. So I stitched those two, and then I had that section in between, and I was like, after I stitched this, I'm like, I wonder if I could fill in this whole section. So I did. So I stitched all these little trees, and I did these birds because I went all the way over to these birds and I couldn't leave the bunny out, so I did the bunny. Anyway, so I stitched all that. So that was fantastic. That was last week. Then this week, this is what I have stitched. So I stitched this, and okay, I'm committed. I put my initials in and I put the year. So this is the year I will finish this. When? I have no idea, but I'm optimistic that it will be a finish this year, especially since it's January. And if I do, and if I just do some progress on this, because, oh, here's the fun thing, is that when I am finished with my E a day, really now it'll be a motif a day, with my letter E whip, then this is going to slide into its place. So then I will do a tree a day, so to speak, or an animal a day, or I might even do 2 because they're just, some of them are so little, right? So I'm super excited. So anyway, so I was able to do this, and then I did these little trees and this little bunny and these trees. So basically all, not that bunny, but this section I was able to do this week. So great progress. I'm super happy with it. And I'm really excited at the prospect of moving this into a daily whip. So it's very manageable. And some of the trees are bigger. And to be fair, okay, I need to kind of get on this. This is obviously going to take a long time, okay? So I might have to break this up where I do the trunk in a day, and then this ring another day, and then maybe I'll do like a word or a line a day. You know, I'm just going to be practical and do whatever I can do to the best of my ability. But it's really cute. So there we go. And a 4-screw. That has been a whip as well, like a weekly whip. Okay, then I also have been working on this one because an E a day, a lot of those did not take very long because some of them are just so little. And then that Motif a week, you know, one of those little trees doesn't take very long. And I think I pounded out, like that fox in that tree was like 1 day. So I'm like, I need something else. So I decided to do this. And I did show this on my whip parade. This is the 1816 Vierlande sampler. It is from the Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly magazine. I love this so, so much. So I've been working on that. I haven't made any progress since I filmed my whip parade, but here it is. If you just want to see it, it's so beautiful. So this is just what I do, what I stitch with the rest of my morning. Not the rest of my morning, but I usually try and get up and then stitch for about an hour before I have to go off to work or, you know, start doing errands or housework or whatever I have slated for the day. And so I haven't worked on this week, but I still love it. It's still just so beautiful. So I'm hoping to get some decent progress done on this one this year because it is massive. I mean, look at this. Okay, you can see how big that motif is. It's huge and gorgeous, just so intricate. And look, it's just a very small portion of this. I mean, this is definitely a multi-year project. So, yep. Now, I will have another whip slated to slide into my Motif a week. It is, oh, I think I left it upstairs. It is a Quaker, a tropical sampler Quaker. So I will shift that into the Motif a week. That will probably start in like a week is probably when after I get my E done and everything shifts. So that will be exciting. And this one will just stay what I work on at the rest of my time. Because these are just so big. The majority of them are way too big to do in a week. I mean, could I? Yes, but I kind of don't want that pressure, so to speak. I don't know. Anyways, but I do love this one, so I wanted to show that one. Okay, then I have a couple of more whips. Okay, this is my 2-week project. I am a week in, and it has been a little bit of a challenge because I worked on this one, I think once last year, and then I hadn't worked on it for quite a while. This is one of my oldest whips, and I love it, and I really want to get it done. It probably won't be this year, maybe next year, we'll see. But it is White Nights in St. Petersburg from Chatelaine. So I left it on my rods because it's kind of a beast. It is a beast. But let me unroll it here and show you. Okay. Oh, it's just so big. Okay, here it is. So, and my rods are like knocking things down because they just have to be so big because this piece is so big. So here it is. It's on a 32 count mystery fabric because, again, it's been so long since I started this. So it has taken me a little bit. So I worked on this for about a week, and I know it's crooked because my rod is hitting my table right here. It's taken me a while to get into this because when I stitched on it, I left a bunch of stuff undone. And so I had to track back and figure out what I was doing and what I did. And I ended up doing a couple of color changes. And so I had to figure those out. And then I had missed a whole section of beads. So I've been looking and stitching and figuring and beading. I actually did some beading last night. And now I'm in a really great point where I can move forward. And I'm refamiliarized myself with the pattern. And so I feel like I can make some really good progress. I did fill in these. Oh, this is just so awkward. Okay, let me try and hold it like this. Maybe this will be better. Okay, yes, that's much better. Okay, so I did do these. Now, if you look, these little towers, they're so cute. There is over one, there is back stitching, there are beads. Now, you will see some holes, and that is because, and even up in here, all up in here, those are like cubes, Swarovski cubes, and it's really hard to add those in, just especially when you have to do this on scroll rods because it adds so much bulk. So I have not added those. I will add those in very last. But I did get that done this week. I actually started there, and then when I started looking, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And so then I had to backtrack and figure and fix and do a bunch of things. But now I can continue. So I'm hoping tonight I will be able to finish this dome right here. You can see. And then there's this tower. You can see it just repeats on all 4 sides. So I want to get the dome worked on over here. And then this tower will be over here. And so I want to kind of get down to at least the halfway point. So right here, I am over halfway done because I do have that entire middle done, you can see. But there's still a lot to go. But I mean, can you see? Look at that sparkle. And this is on an opalescent fabric. So like the bling on this thing is incredible. And I do love it. And I'm really wondering if this is going to break me. I don't think it will, but I will be so sad to put this away because, you know, once I get going and I get some good progress, I just want to keep going. And since it took me a week to really get into this one and get some stuff figured out, and now that I'm in that groove, I don't want to stop. But I just don't know when or where I could slide it in to continually work on it. It's just so big and awkward. It's not like I can travel with this. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. So, next week might be it for this one, but it's beautiful. And I am happy to say that I've made a little bit of progress, and I'm hoping in the next week to make some substantial progress. I have to say that, so I did that over one, like I did all of the cross stitches in these and it went so fast, and then I did the over one and that took a long time. And then I had to figure out the beads and stuff and fix a couple of things, and that just felt like it took so long. Like beading is amazing, but it takes a long time. It takes a long time because it's really hard. I stitch two-handed and it's really hard to bead two-handed, really hard. And so I was definitely slowed down by that. So I'm optimistic that I will be able to charge ahead with this one and get some good work. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Pray for me. All right, this behemoth. Okay, then I have one more whip that I've been working on. Like I mentioned before, I have been back to work, and during work I will, depending on how it goes, I will sometimes get little breaks in between my sessions that I'm doing, or a lunch break if I'm there long enough. And so I've been working on my little travel project, and that is How Doth the Busy Bee from Modern Folk Embroidery. And this is just a cute little pattern. It's actually, this border is a little, not intensive, but it's a lot. But I am over halfway done now because it just repeats. So these two flowers repeat on this side, and I just started that flower right there, you can see, and then the border around. So this is what I take with me when I travel, and it's just good. It's a fun little stitch. This is on 40 count eucalyptus from Fox and Rabbit, and this is a silk from Bestitch Me that I got in a mystery special box called Sunflower. So I really love how that is turning out. And I do have other whips slated to replace this travel project as I go. So that's it. There we go. All right. So those are my whips and my finishes. Now I have some Stitchy Kindness. My friend Jill from C. Jill Stitch sent me a belated Christmas present. She is just such a dear. And so I got this cute box, and in it was this little package, and she sent me this chart from JBW, Hannah's Bluebird Sampler, which I love. Oh, I love. I just want to start all the new things, and I'm not going to have hardly any new starts. It makes my heart so sad. Anyways, she sent me all of the floss for it, which is so pretty. And she sent me a needle minder with a bluebird. Oh, isn't that so cute? And a floss ring with a bluebird. Look at, oh, that's so cute. And floss drops with the bluebird. Oh, I love it so much. She's just so adorable. If you haven't subscribed to Jill, go and subscribe to her. She's just the cutest. She has incredible projects. Oh my goodness. And she just finished an awesome, really fun one. And has some beautiful, beautiful whips. And she just finished the token by Long Dog for her husband. It is stunning. Oh my goodness. It's so, so beautiful. So I have everything I need to stitch this except the fabric. So I need to go do a floss toss and finish kitting it up and see if maybe I can fit in a start on this. I don't know. I've been trying to limit my starts to only smalls that I need to stitch for smalls exchange for retreats, but I don't know. I might do new starts when I travel. We'll have to see. We'll see. So there's that. Okay, now I have some treasures to share with you. Okay, my fabric of the months now, a bunch of them ended at the end of the year. So these are like my last ones for these. I mean, I think there's like 3 or 4 that I'm done with now. I won't get them anymore. So let me share those with you. This is Serenity from Atomic Ranch. This is beautiful. It is like a lighter blue with darker blue modeling. Yep, that's pretty great right there. I worked on my lighting, guys, and I think I found the magic formula. So, oh, this is so pretty. So beautiful. Oh, maybe for my bluebird? I don't know. I'll have to see. So I got that. That's 40 count. Then I got my XJU Designs from, this is 40 count. This one is khaki brown. And it's beautiful. And she always sends a little extra bonus floss skein for free, which is so kind of her, and a little chart. So I got that. So that is wonderful. All right, then I got my Bestitch Me. This is the color one, and I get this in 28 count Lugana, and this is Blue Moon, which is beautiful. Yep, true color right there. And then my 40 count neutral was is an even weave, is a Verdal, which I love Verdal. It's so soft and dreamy. Okay, this is Into the Veil from Bestitch Me. It is a really pale green, really, really pale green. And that's pretty true right there. All right, then, okay. Then I signed up for Silks for You. They do like a quarterly silk club. And she asked if I wanted to start with the quarter that she was sending out right then. And I was like, yeah. And so I got these 6 gorgeous skeins of silk. Oh, what's going to be a better way to show this? Let's see here. And some of them are special and some of them are part of her regular lineup. Okay. Oh, one just fell. All right, let me grab it fast. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So they're really beautiful. Just these wintry colors, the blues and the purples. And look at how fun this one is. It is pink and purple and blue and white. Just lots of really fun pastels. So I love that. So I will get those once a quarter. Okay, then, oh, you guys, I got my final Schoolgirl Sampler box from Reflet des Soies. I just love this. That's just like the cutest. Like she did this on all of the boxes and I have all of them except one. I think the first one got thrown away, so I'm super sad. And I don't know what to do with them. I mean, I know I could use them for storage, but I don't know. Anyways, so let me show you what the sampler was in this one. Okay, she always sends the floss, the silk, the Averswa to stitch with. And so this one is Marquette MP. It's just this super sweet little sampler. And there is the silk to stitch it with. So I love that. And then she always sends a trim, and this one was definitely holiday themed. So this is some fantastic gold rickrack. I love that. Love, love that. And then other Averswa silks. So there were a couple of greens. Okay. And, oh, a couple of reds. And a green 103 and then a blue. So I'm really sad that this is over because it was one of my favorite things to get every year. But I have all of these beautiful samplers to stitch now, and I've got an okay collection of Averiswas silks now, which is fun too. So at least I do have these to stitch. I stitched like 2, 3 of these, I think, maybe 4. And so I have 8 or 9 more to stitch. And they're just all pretty little like this, which is amazing because they're definitely manageable and they're not gonna take a long time. So, all right, so I have that. Then, okay, Kitten Stitcher has been doing a couple of really fun things. If you know, she has her own fabric dyeing line called Wabi Sabi. And I think she dyes some, but mostly her sons, Harrison and Graham, dye a whole bunch for her. And she came out with a little line, a pack of 1/8 of a yard cuts. And she did a Christmas pack. And so I got those. And so let me show you. Okay, so this is Chocolate Santa. This is Nog. This one is Jingle Bell. And this one is Cinnamon Kringle. So, this one's getting washed out. I'm not quite sure why. It's a little bit more pinky. Maybe back there is better. Yeah. Anyways, and then she sends a fun little extra. And so I got this really cute Pom Pom Trim, which I love. And it just comes all packaged up in this cute little package. I love it because it's 1/8 of a count. And so if there's some funky colors that you don't love, you're not, you know, committed into a 1/4 yard. And it's just big enough to do some smalls and, you know, try her fabrics and get some fun colors. Fun colors are just, they're great to stitch on. So anyway, so that was her Christmas pack. Then she did a January pack called Sweater Weather. So here is that one. So there is purple cashmere and then tobacco mohair and blush Angora. Oh, that one's getting washed out. It's a little more pinky than that, but, and then turtleneck. And then the bonus in this one, look how cute. This sweater fabric, little fat quarter. I'm assuming, I didn't measure it, but I'm sure it's gotta be a fat quarter. So that was her bonus. So I love that. Then she also had some other bonus ones that she, oh, here, let me show you this package. So there's her little package. And then she had some other ones that kind of coordinated with that. So I have Campus Cardigan. I love this blue. It is amazing. And I get all 40 counts. And then there is this Plum Argyle. And so here, let me show you with the purple, what is it? I don't know what it's called. The other purple one that purple cashmere. So see, they're definitely different. So I love those. So I got quarters of these. And this one is Cable Knit. So just a really nice, pretty, creamy tan. You know, these lighter colors, I kind of have to come back. So I love those. A little part of me is sad that in these 1/8 count cuts, that she is not doing bigger cuts, because I would totally order big cuts of some of these, like this Milk Chocolate Santa. I love. It actually has a tinge of pink in it, and it's so beautiful. So anyways, okay. Oh, I have one more fabric of the month, and that is from Fiberlicious, Glimmering Dreams. It is this purple, and it is just, and it's got a little bit of like green in it. Anyways, and I get opalescent. It's really beautiful. So there's that. Okay, then I found a couple of new to me dyers on Etsy, and I wanted to try their fabrics, and so let me share those with you. So first one is Daisy Chain Stitchery. And this is a dyer, fabric dyer in Australia. And she wrote me this like super cute little note, like thanks for support from the US, which was so cute. But it didn't take, I mean, it took not quite 2 weeks to get here, so it was relatively quick. I really find that whenever I order stuff from Australia, like from Number 12 Stitch Co. or Silks For You, or now here, that it really comes pretty quickly, which is awesome. So I ordered 6 of her fabrics. So here's the first one. This is Coral Sand, and it is this beautiful, again, let's see. Yep, that's better. Kind of a little bit, I mean, it's a corally color, but kind of sandy at the same time. And the cute thing about hers is she has the tags with her information on it, but then she includes a little charm on all of them. Is that not the sweetest? I just think that's so sweet. Okay, here is another one with the charm is, oh, a teddy bear. Okay, and this one is Olive. This one has a green tinge to it, but it's like a gray green. Maybe kind of, yeah, that's pretty good. This is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And her fabrics, you know how some dyers, they're just like stiff and awful, and these just feel really good. Really good. I really like them. And it's not a to order, you just can purchase what she has available. So here's a cute little owl charm. And this color is Light Sage. It is a beautiful kind of minty, sagey green. Yeah, sagey green. Yeah, there's pretty good. So I love that. And then another little mask charm. And this is Stone. So a beautiful gray. Yep, right there. And 2 more. Let's see, this is, oh, this one's backwards. It's a little bow charm on this yellow that's called Lemon Sorbet. Yep, right there. And the final one has a little butterfly charm. And this is Washed Denim, which is another beautiful blue. I am feeling all of the blues, I think. Maybe because it's winter, because it's January. Maybe that's why, probably. And that's just beautiful. So if you have not looked into Daisy Chain Stitchery, she also sent me this really cool pen. So it's a pen, but also it has a highlighter on the other end. And I don't think I've ever seen those before, and I love it. And so you just twist the bottom, anyways, and it's got their information. So I highly recommend it. I haven't stitched on it yet, so I can't 100%, but I was really impressed. It came pretty fast from Australia. The colors are beautiful. Like, she was so kind, her cute note, the charms, beautiful colors. So maybe go check her out. Daisy Chain. Okay, now the other dyer that I discovered, and you guys might know about this, she also does Flosstube. She actually started Flosstube and then started her hand in dyeing and loved it so much that she opened up an Etsy shop, and that is Those Missing Stitches. Here is information, and you can find her on Etsy. So she sent me this fun keychain. Sometimes you forget you're awesome, so this is your reminder. Isn't that so fun? And I ordered 4 pieces of fabric from her. Actually, I think I ordered 5, but one of them I stuck in already, so you'll only get to see 4. And these are, again, all 40 count. This is Humorous Hyacinth, which is a really pale purple. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then Tenacious Tova, and all of her fabrics are named after characters in books, I believe. I think that's it, because she's a librarian, or she does accounting in a library. I don't remember. Anyways, so it's a green. It's really, yep, it's really lovely. That's a great representation right there. Okay, Rugged Rochester. This is a gray, kind of a blue tinged gray, maybe more on the blue side, but with darker gray kind of modeling. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then Wonderful Walter. So this brown, yep. And her colors are just really beautiful, and the modeling is soft. Like, that looks really pronounced. It's not that pronounced in real life. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So maybe check her out if you're interested. Again, it is Those Missing Stitches on Etsy. But now I'm feeling bad. Let me pull the other piece and I'll show you the last piece I got. Okay, here is that last piece of fabric. It is called Sensitive Sylvie, and it is a blue, yeah, about right there. So I am auditioning this. If you didn't watch my whip parade, then I need to let you know that I am restarting Long Dog Saga because there were just some issues with what I had done and the way it was working. And so I'm actually auditioning this as a new fabric for my restart. So I think this is going to work. So that's what that will be. But this is Sensitive Sylvie from Those Missing Stitches. That's all I have for you today. Oh, sorry, my phone is tilting. It's been a really great start to the year. Stitching has been a little slow this week, which makes me a little bit sad, but you know what? Things ebb and flow, and this is my ebb and flow year. Like, that's kind of, everybody has a word. I guess maybe that's my phrase for the year is ebb and flow, because I just need to know that things are going to be good. Like, I've got a lot of really big commitment things coming up this year, and sorry, it keeps turning my stand. Anyways, and so I'm just gonna take it as it comes and just be happy and be grateful. And I am so grateful. So grateful for cross stitching. I am grateful for Flosstube videos. I am grateful for you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I appreciate and love all of the, and I'm just so grateful for all of the love and support that you show me. And this community is amazing. And until next time, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to stitch. Bye, everyone.